This girl, after she put the note on my mom's bed, she left. Like, didn't say nothing to nobody. Didn't say, Lolo, I'm leaving. Didn't say anything. She left. It nicer than what my mom said it because I know my mom was being rude. My mom's not a rude person, but I know she was mad at that girl. So I know what she was saying was pretty much out of anger. So I said it nicer. So I said, hey, pause. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me tell y'all one more incident. I had these sandals called Gianni Benny. If I find a picture of them, I'm going to try to insert them in here. But, I had a pair of Gianni Benny sandals. They are name brand sandals. They're very cute, colorful, and they got crystals on them. Okay, each pair that I bought of the kind that I got were $127. I had 2 pairs, okay? She asked to borrow my sandals. 1 pair, but she took both pairs, okay? I went in this girl's, well, it wasn't a room, but I went in the basement and went through her stuff because my stuff was coming up missing out my room. I found jeans, jackets, and my sandals and shoes all in her room, by the way. So I went in there and took them, but I still couldn't find my second pair of Gianni Benny sandals. Still couldn't find them. Let's get back to the story. So when my mom asked me to tell her that, I said it nicer than the way my mom told me. And then I said, hey, just wanted to know if you still have my Gianni Benny sandals. And she was like, oh yeah, I do. They're with me right now. I'll give them back to you. She was like, I'll give them back to you when I come back to the house. I'm like, oh, by the way, my mom wants to know when are you coming to get your stuff? Because, you know, she wants to rearrange the stuff back in the basement. And she, before I finish, and when you come get your stuff, can you bring my sandals? She didn't text back. I'm like, okay. So 3 days went by, and over the 3 days, she didn't text me back. She didn't text my mom back, and my sister don't even like the girl, no way, but she didn't text my sister back either. So now you're blatantly being ignorant. So she didn't respond back to us. So I caught her at school. Caught her at school, and I'm like, yo. And yes, I came at her like really rude. I'm like, hey, when are you coming to get your shit out of my house? Like, that's what I said. I said, when are you coming to get your shit out of my house? Because we've been messaging you and talking to you, and you're ignoring us. Your phone is on because you're on Instagram and Snapchat. So she was like, you know what I'm saying? Tried to act all nice. Oh, hey girl, I'm coming over there to get my stuff before the end of the weekend. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. So she was, I'm getting my stuff before the end of the weekend and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you don't have to the weekend. Like, what? Come get it now. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. Because you didn't have to come to school till 9:30. Y'all leave at 2. The only thing you have to do is watch your child. How can you not come get your stuff for like an hour? Like, it's an hour. Get your stuff out of my basement and leave. So when she tried to come at me, respectfully, I dialed it down. So I'm like, come get, like, when you come to get your shit, excuse my language. And she was like, oh, you know, I'm coming to get it for the end of the weekend. I'm really sorry. I've been busy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. Well, when you come, can you bring my sandals? because I'm like really trying to wear those with this outfit, thanks. And she was like, oh yeah, I'll bring them. Okay, y'all, so let's get right to it. Another week passes. Okay, so now you had the week she was gone. She came back and grabbed some stuff. She was gone for another week, so now we're at 14 days. She didn't come for 3 days. Okay, then it's been another week. So you got 21 plus 3, 24. So it's almost been a month that this girl has had her stuff sitting in my house and hasn't come to get it. So I'm with my sister and my brother has football practice. So this had to be a Thursday because I know it was towards the end of the week, but they don't have football practice on Fridays. So it had to be a Thursday. So I'm with my sister. It's a Thursday. We're getting my brother from football practice, okay? And we're sitting at the school again in another roundabout. We're sitting at the school waiting for them to get out of practice because they get out at 6. So it had to be like 6:15 because we were getting mad that he wasn't out yet. And we get, well, not we, my sister gets a phone call. She's like, hello? And she's like, yeah, this is Tammy. I'm like, why didn't she just call me? She's like, I'm knocking on the door and nobody's answering. My sister politely says, oh, we're getting my brother. You're going to have to wait. This remedial ass girl says, well, can somebody open the door because I'm trying to get my stuff? Did you not just hear this girl say, we're getting my brother? Like, did you not hear her? So my sister, with her short temper, with every right to say this because the girl's remedial, she said, I just said I'm getting my brother, you're gonna wait. And she hung up the phone. Like, I'm trying to figure out where the miscommunication was because I heard wait, she said wait, and you're steady asking us to open the door when no one's home. So we get my brother, we get down the street, and we get down the street, and my best friend was like, oh, call me or whatever. So I'm all right. So when we are approaching my neighborhood, like in our parking lots, the way the neighborhood was set up was everybody gets 2 parking spots. 2, the rest of them either you had to park in a, because they're numbered, so you either had to park in a blank parking spot or you had to park on the street. So we had 3 cars. One of them was already parked there. The other one, my sister was going to park in that parking spot, and my mother drives the 3rd car, right? So there's a car in our parking spot, and I'm like, not thinking that it's Tammy, because actually we completely forgot. I'm like, whose freaking car is this? Because I'd never seen the car that they were in. And I'm like, whose freaking car is this? Like, they need to move the car out of our spot. And as we're approaching, we realize it's Tammy and Jeannie. So I'm like, oh, I'm like, yo, you're gonna have to move your car out of our spot. Jeannie has always been nice and passive. So she was like, oh, okay, I'll move the car. So she bags out, we pull in, and they're just parked in the next parking spot, like talking and giggling and stuff. And automatically, I don't care what nobody says. Number one, you know when somebody's talking about you. Even if you have a gut feeling somebody's talking about you, they're talking about you. That's number one. Number two, why are you giggling as soon as we pull up? Because you weren't giggling before we got here. So what are you giggling about? Giggle that. So I'm like, hee hell, I want to laugh too. Giggle. Like, what we laughing at? Are you coming in here to get your stuff? And she was like, in a minute. Girl, I done been nice to you for too long. You were staying in our house, what, a month and a half? And then you let your crap in my house for a month? And honestly, I could throw all of your stuff in the dumpster because it's been past 30 days. And you decided you just now want to come get your crap. Like, calm it down. So, I go in the house, I'm like, oh, you want to be funny? You want to tell jokes, huh? Everything is kiki. Okay. I went in the house and I locked the door. So I call my best friend on FaceTime, and she's like, what's going on? I'm telling her what's going on and all that stuff. And then she's like, she was like, do you need us to come down there? Because her mom, my best friend's mom, is my godmother, and they were at a store up the street from my house. Like, my best friend already lives 5 minutes away from me, but at the store they were at, they were 2 minutes away from me. So they were already up the street. They were like, do y'all want us to come down there? And I'm like, nah, I don't want to let the girl think that we ganging up on her. Plus, my sister and brother was home, so if it resulted in me fighting that girl, wasn't nothing gonna jump off, because Jeannie is scary, and if she tried to jump in, I honestly could have beat both of them up, but that's besides the point. So they were like, do you want me to come? I'm like, nah, I'm good, we got it, you know. She was like, keep letting me know what's going on. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. So I hear somebody knocking on the door, and me and my best friend are laughing. The hell? We're laughing. So she was literally at the door, I want to say, for like 10 minutes. Stayed out there for 10 minutes. Then when she knocked on the door again, after 10 minutes went up, I opened the door. This girl looks at me in my face, rolls her eyes, and brushed past me with her shoulder as she's walking in my house. My house. She brushed past me with her shoulder. And I said, oh, you one of them. You're bold. You're bold today, huh? Okay, let's be bold together. So she's walking down the stairs, and Jeannie is approaching my house. And I said, well, since your friend wants to be ignorant, you're not allowed in my house. I said, you didn't do anything to me. I said, but because of her, you're not allowed in my house. So she was like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I have nothing against you, but you're not allowed in my house. So you have to wait on the porch. She has to hand you stuff and walk you down. Every time this girl is coming up the stairs from the basement and bringing stuff to Jeannie, she is literally eyeing me and rolling her eyes at me. Excuse me. So I'm like, she got one more time to roll her eyes at me, because clearly you want a problem, and you think because I've been nice to you this whole time that I'm not going to do anything. I see why your auntie put you out. So I run upstairs. No, before I run upstairs, she does it again, and this time she tried to brush past me again. So I went upstairs, I put on my gym shoes, I put my hair in a ponytail, and I came back downstairs. Do it now, because I'm ready now, so do it now. So I said, what's the issue? What's the issue? She's ignoring me and standing outside at Jeannie's car. I'm like, so you're not going to answer me. So you're doing all this. I ask you what the issue is, and you have nothing to say. Then don't say anything else. And I closed the door. And so as soon as I close the door, they're a keying outside. Mind you, I've never had a problem with Jeannie. I even got story times about Jeannie while she playing. I've never had a problem with this girl. Never said nothing sideways to her. Only rude thing I've said to her was that she couldn't come in my house, and I even then told her, I have nothing against you. You just are not allowed in my house because of your friend. And you said okay. So if you had a problem then, you should have said something then. And they're outside kikiing. Even if she's the one saying stuff about me, why are you laughing if we're supposed to be cool? So I'm like, okay, best friend, I'm gonna call you back because I think I'm gonna fight this girl. And she's like, no, keep me on the phone, keep me on the phone. And I'm like, no, because you're disrespecting me in my house, and now you're trying to be funny outside. And whatever the girl said, as I was telling my best friend I was going to have an altercation with this girl, she yelled something out loud. You know, people say stuff loud enough for you to hear them. Okay, my hearing is already off. I'm being totally honest with you right now. This is not a joke. My hearing is off. And she said it, and I knew that she was directing it towards me, and what she was saying was aggressive. I just don't know what she said. So I opened up the door, and I said, I will whoop both of your asses. Like, what are you guys trying to do right now? Her friend, Jeannie's like, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I'm not even in this. I'm like, well, you're laughing. So what's really good? Then, what's her name? Tammy starts calling somebody on the phone. I'm like, oh, you want to call people? Or you calling people? My brother heard what was going on with his tall ass. He comes downstairs with a steel baseball bat. And he's like, so what's about to go on? Like, what are we about to do? So I go downstairs while she's outside running her mouth to Jeannie and on the phone with somebody. Because, yeah, she called somebody to my house, but I'm finna get to that. But, I go downstairs and I take her TV. She had a TV. She brought a TV to my home. And I took her TV. And I think I hid it in my mom's bathtub, like in her, on her floor. Instead of bringing it to my floor, I put it in their bathtub. And so she's finishing getting the rest of her stuff. And as she's finishing getting the rest of her stuff, she goes, where's my TV? Like, you can hear her looking for the TV. So she comes upstairs. She's like, where's my TV? I'm ignoring her. I'm on FaceTime. My sister's ignoring her. My sister's watching Netflix. And so she goes, Kayla. That's my sister's name. My sister rolled her eyes and was like, what? And she was like, where's my TV? And my sister could not hold it in. She busts out laughing. And she's like, Lauren, I think she's talking to you. And I did like this. And I'm like, what? And she's like, where's my TV? Do you know where my TV is? I said, where are my sandals? You were supposed to bring my sandals. Where are my sandals? And she was like, I don't know where your sandals are. And I said, well, I don't know where your TV is. So she and walked out the house. Okay, so I follow her to the door. And I'm following her to the door, and this black car pulls up down the street and parks in front right where Jeannie's car was. And I'm like, oh, excuse my language because I'm getting ready to cuss. I said, but you're calling bitches to my house? Who did you call to my house? Who did you call? Are you trying to do something? Who did you call to my house? So her baby daddy jumps out the car. He jumps out the car. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, Lauren, I'm not trying to start anything. I'm not in this. I was coming to help her move the rest of her stuff. She called me, said something was going on. I was helping her move the rest of her stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah? Who's in the car with you? Who's in the car with you? And in the car with him was his little ugly sister. I don't like his sister because his sister was talking to the guy I was talking to while we were talking. And after I asked her, was they talking, her and him lied and said nothing was going on between them and they were actually sleeping with each other. But that's another story. So she's in the car and she would not get out the car because she knows I don't like her. So she stayed in the car and I'm like, who's in the car with you? Who's in the car? He's like, nobody's in the car. I'm like, you really got me started right now. So my sister and my brother are freaking laughing because they think it's funny. Like, so, yeah. So we had the little altercation and then I'm like, and then she starts talking like cash shit, you guys. I lie to you not. She's out there running her mouth to her baby daddy, the baby daddy sister, and Jeannie. They're all out there running their mouth. And I said, you're doing a lot of shit talking, but right now, if I wanted to, I could call the police because you're loitering. You don't live here. Grab your crap and leave. So she's ignoring me, rolling her eyes, steady running her mouth. I said, okay, I'm on my way outside. This girl gets in the car and they all drive off. Because I was yelling at her through the window. When I said I'm on my way outside, they all got in the car and they left. What was your purpose? Are you trying to scare me? Were you calling somebody else over there? What was your purpose of continuously sitting outside of my house talking about me on my property? So they left, right? That was the last time I ever heard from this girl. And then when I'm talking to other people, like, I wasn't dragging the situation on or whatever, but people would bring her name up. I'm like, I don't like that girl, so they were like, oh, you don't like her? I don't like her either. She was stealing weave from this one girl. She went to her house. They were friends, right? She stole this girl's weave. Hair weave. She stole her weave. And the girl, like, aired her out all over Facebook and Instagram. She was like, who comes to someone's house and steals weave? I have another friend who had a child, and she would always like ask my other friend to watch her child so she could go sleep with guys or go to parties and stuff. And whenever she would bring her child to my other friend's house, her child was hitting my other friend. So Tammy's child was hitting my other friend's child. And she's like, I'm not going to watch your child anymore. She's going to keep putting her hands on my daughter because I've asked your child to stop. And she would catch attitude, you guys. She's like, don't be talking about my child. That is why your child is ugly. I lie to you, I'm not calling this girl's baby ugly, you guys. Like, and I'm not going to say too much, but the pot calling the kettle black. You can't do that. Like, you can't. But that's all I'm going to say about the situation. But anyway, so yeah, that's how we left the situation until a couple months later. I was at my best friend's house. She had the audacity to ask my best friend to do her hair. So my best friend was like, yeah, I'll do your hair, because I was over there when she asked. So when she came in, her face was like, because she didn't know I was going to be there. This girl acted like nothing happened. She walked in, got like really wide-eyed, and then she acted like nothing happened. She was like, hey Lauren, you look so cute, like your hair, I like your clothes. This jacket's from Fashion Nova, by the way. But she's like, I like your hair, I like your clothes, I like your shoes, you look really cute. Who does your makeup? Me, Trick. She was like, who does your makeup, who does this and that? And I'm like, me. And then she's like, oh my gosh, you're just so pretty. I'm like, thanks. She's like, oh, I should have you do my hair. I should have you do my makeup. Oh, you one of them. You one of them that act like nothing happened after you just did all that. Okay, girl, it ain't no problem. We cool now. Like, I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't even hold grudges. I was just like, girl, are you psycho or am I tripping? Like, it wasn't even a full couple of months later. I want to say it was a month and a half. And this girl acted like nothing happened. Asked my best friend to do her hair. When she came over there, this girl was way too friendly. She had like, my hair was probably just like this. Probably. And her hair was like this color, like the maroon color. She was like, oh, you want this? I should put this in your hair. Like, trying to be, I'm like, girl, that doesn't even go with anything that I do. I don't like maroon colored hair. I mean, on some people it's cute, but not on me. It's not cute on me. So I'm like, no, I'm good. She's like, oh, let me just put it in your hair. I can braid it in your hair. Oh, and she tried to get smart with my best friend then too, talking about my best friend needed to hurry up and do her hair or she wasn't gonna pay her. And me and my best friend laughed so hard. My best friend was like, it's funny that you think you have a choice. But yeah, y'all, that was the story of my roommate. I mean, it wasn't super crazy, but it's just like, oh man, I wish my memory wasn't so bad. She did a lot of other stuff. Like, she was off the chain. And she was lying, sneaking around, sleeping with people. I just didn't understand it. Hey, that's on her. I'm not gonna tell her business, but I had to tell this story because, you know, I finished college already. I didn't have a roommate, so I wanted to tell my version of a roommate story. But anyway, if you liked my story, you guys, please like and subscribe and share. Like, share with your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, your cat, your dog, your neighbor, your teacher, the principal, your enemy. Don't share with your enemy. I don't want y'all to get into it, but y'all, and make sure you subscribe. Pretty sure I already said that, but just subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified when I post my next video. I'm pretty sure my next video is going to be a vlog because I'm filming this, what is today, Wednesday, and I'm going out of town Friday. I'm always traveling. Like, you'll always see me gone. I'm always gone. So, I'm going out of town on Friday, so I'll probably have a vlog up. That'll probably be my next video. And then after that, I'll tell another story time. And my social medias will also be in the description box if you want to follow me on social media, see me a little bit more. I post a lot on, I don't have a Twitter, but I post a lot on Snapchat and Instagram. I mean, I haven't been on Snapchat as of lately, but I'm always posting on Instagram in my Instagram story. So if you want to follow me, my handles will be in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next video.